Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the Boat Marketplace YouTube channel. Today we're back with Fine Design Marine. They're based in Poole Harbour out of Cobbs Quay Marina, and today we're going to do a walkthrough on the Jeanneau Cap Camarat 7.5 meter DC. Now we'll take you through this boat, but starting off in the helm position of what this Jeanneau has to offer, and let me show you through the controls. So starting off, it's a single engine today, hence the single throttle, but it's also got trim tabs, bow thruster, Garmin screens with that VHF radio, and for a 7.5 meter, I think that's fantastic equipment availability, especially for handling in the marina when you finished at the end of the day. However, if you're not at the end of the day and we're enjoying the sun, which is gorgeous weather today, let me show you what is up for offer on the bow. Now we've got the cushions out at the moment. These infill cushions will all go away into the cabin, but imagine at the middle of the day, like it is right now, just lying on the front of that, slowly rocking side to side, you can picture yourself on this boat already, and I think it's going to be a fantastic boat. One for the kids, I think, to enjoy as a little day boat, but I will show you later, it's not just a day boat, it does have the option to stay on board for the evening. Wow, this is fantastic. So what I'll do is, you can see it's a full beam cockpit area, so we've got these steps that go straight up to the middle, that goes out to through the windshield, that takes you up to the front. But by having a full beam boat like this, allows the cockpit area to be as wide as possible. And what a space this is. If I give you a quick turnaround, look at the amount of room you've got here, which is just superb. Now at the moment we've got the infill cushions out in the middle, and I think you could almost say it's a day bed for enjoying the weather like it is today, or you can turn this into a bed in the evening if you've got a couple of extra people staying on board you haven't quite got the room for. This will set up very nicely. However, it doesn't seem very practical at the moment if you fancy some lunch or anything like that. And we've got a table just down there. So these infill cushions in the middle here, they come up out the way, and you'll see the table just screws into the bottom, and you've got that famous Jeanneau logo on the top. That's a gorgeous table, and I think it suits the design of this boat really nice. And like I said as well, it's not very practical, and that's because these cushions very easily, I say easily, I am doing this with one hand with the camera at the moment, that folds like so, and that creates a lot more room when you're sitting underway. And the same with the back cushion will come forward as well. If you fancy going for a dip, you can have that cushion forward at the back, and that creates a lovely seating area to be inclusive for those that don't fancy going for a dip. And I've seen this a lot on the boats recently, and it's a lovely design. However, one thing that I have not seen on the boats recently is this bimini top. You can see it goes underneath the decking there, and look, what happens is these cushions come out of the way, so it's all tucked away nice and neat. There's nothing above you, nothing in the way, so you can go under any bridge you want. However, that will all just pop up, and that creates, one, either a bit of shade in the day, or two, if you fancy covering it up in the evening or getting out of the weather, if a little bit of weather's rolled in, then you can do so very quickly, very easily. It's all set up, ready to go. Just pop it up. While we're at the back of the boat then, let me just have a quick talk through. It's got a 300 horsepower Yamaha outboard engine on the back of this. Now that is absolutely fantastic, because that's going to give you more than enough performance to absolutely blast out at sea. However, being an outboard engine as well does mean maintenance is a little bit easier. So that is a brilliant design with plenty of room on the back of the boat, like I said, for jumping in. We've even got lockers down there for what is going to be ropes, so you can put those ropes away. And one last little design, we've got a shower in here as well, just to stop you bringing any seawater in. But while we're at the back here, look at that. It's a big boat. For 7.5 meters, doesn't sound massive. However, it is a big boat. It's a lot to handle. And you're probably thinking, well, in the evening, if I do fancy a little bit of food on board, what am I going to do? There isn't anything down in the cabin. That's because they've effectively created a wet bar up here. So on the left hand side we've got the sink with the fold out tap, and we've also just here got a table that folds out, which is perfect for putting a grill on top of here. And one thing this does allow is whenever you're cooking on a boat, you always want to be cautious of any gases. However, when you're out here, you haven't got the covers up, you don't need to worry so much about that. So I think if anything, that makes this a lot safer than some of the boats that you see with the cookers on the inside. So that's a really nice design, really neat as well, and it's a good use of space. And as we talk about a good use of space, let me show you how much space is utilised in here. Now do excuse, we've got a couple of poles out at the moment just for the lights and whatnot, or the boat hook, but look at the size of this. Now like I said, it's not the biggest boat in the world, however you see this section just here, we've got effectively a table that slots up, we've got an infill cushion there, so that creates a bigger double bed. We've got curtains on the ceiling, so that is for the windows underneath those cushions. So when those cushions are away, you can have a bit of light. However, if they are away but you don't want the light, you can pop those curtains up. And we've also got curtains on both sides of the boat for those windows. And that is actually a really lovely view. Looking down into the water, you can almost see, as we're out in the water, there'll be that reflecting pattern of light up on the ceiling. I think it's absolutely mesmerising just looking up and relaxing in the evening. Now, as we talk about good use of space, there is a toilet on here, so you even have a bit of privacy, which is absolutely lovely. And we spoke about that bed outside. We also have a single bed underneath. Now, it's not quite a mid-cabin size, this boat, however, it does effectively make it a mid-cabin because we have got that single bed underneath. And I think that's absolutely wonderful use of space, really making the most of everything that they have got available on this boat. Now, like I said, it's a Jeanneau, very, very popular boat in the boating industry for being such a large brand, and they've got a lot of experience in boats, so it really, really shows in this boat what a stunning example it is. It's up for sale at the moment with fine design, and it's currently up for around 83,000. So if you're interested in this boat at all, head over to Fine Design Marine onto their website, or even just contact them. Nick will happily talk you through how to get hold of this boat. Or if you're looking for something similar but not quite this boat, head over to boatmarketplace.co.uk. We've got plenty of stock on the website at the moment, so head over there. And it just leaves me saying thank you for watching this video, everybody. If you've enjoyed this video, please do remember to like and subscribe. Every like means that I know that what I'm doing is at least enjoyable. So thank you for watching today, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you, everybody.